NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York.
The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run for Pollard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second and 15.
Throwing. Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Gain up to the 26. Pollard, and he won't call it no gain there, and it leads to a they'll try and throw for it here. And he can't find a surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That was a really nice play. He was able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9. Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Allen rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Flush to his right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On play action, Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Here's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. To throw, and the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Star Latulippe able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. McKenzie now to return it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Allen to throw it. Finding room to the 20 and down to the 19-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he finds Beasley complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
Here's Allen.
They'll go right back to Beasley. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Allen going to try and keep it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 28-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
They'll run with Pollard.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Dancing to his left.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 16, Allen. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen now looks to throw.
And this one caught by Beasley.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Allen going to go on 4th down.
Sanders has it over the middle.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Going for it with Sanders.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down and 4. Hurts going to throw deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. From the gun, it's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. That's to his running back, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run left with Pollard. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for 1st. They'll try the left side. Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st down, Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Edwards in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We'll remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Neville Gallimore on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Sanders has the first down and much more. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Sanders. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hurts.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. Throwing on second and long. Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Final play of the half. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gott, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter.
Pollard to return from the end zone.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. On play action, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Pollard.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Pollard again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try the left side. Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. 4th down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
From just shy of midfield, Hurts eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try the left side. Pollard. They find some open field here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Now Mike McCarthy's saying, let's go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. On first down, Sanders. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd down, back to Sanders. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goedert. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. 123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
On first down, Sanders, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Sanders.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. They'll need a big play here while Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. Now here's Michael Dixon, and no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here.
On the return is Lamb.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Throwing, Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39.
Finding some room at midfield and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. first down. Carson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. We're scoreless after 1. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
And completes it again to Metcalf.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Penny. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Here's the sneak with Wilson, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out
as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks 7, Cowboys nothing. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now it's Wilson.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the left side. Pollard.
Pollard now a first down and more.
And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Tackled by Darrell Taylor.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Five yards remain on 2nd down.
Prescott to throw it.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder. reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Pollard. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Prescott. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20.
Let's go. Let's ride, let's ride.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Prescott now. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The 30. 10. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 8.
14, Cowboys 6.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Now Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, Pollard. Room here to run. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Pollard. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
2nd and 7.
Now Prescott.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Eluding the under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jabril Cox just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Rolling to his right. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On first down, Pollard. 85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Flush to his right. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Dak.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They run again with Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football, and the Cowboys have recovered. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Run for Pollard. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Elliott.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
To throw, Prescott.
And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Here's Prescott.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. One last shot for Wilson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end.